Now that we have our button created and working well, let's dive into some other actions. If you have not been following along, please open the Aero Actions Part 2.real file from the supporting materials, and let's start by unhiding the star in the scene graph by clicking this little eye icon. We'll be assigning a spin action to the star, so with the star selected, press the plus icon underneath the arrow button tap trigger and select the spin action. This is a simple action that shares a lot of the same settings as other actions, and I'll walk you through those settings now. So in the behavior options here, you can see we have the spin assigned in this top field. You can actually change the action through this dropdown if you like, but we're going to keep it as spin. Below that dropdown, we see the subject the action is assigned to. You can click this little arrow and you'll see all the assets in your scene that you can assign this action to. Below subject, we have the axis dropdown. This is the axis the action will perform around. We want the star to spin like a clock, so we'll set this to the z-axis. The direction and duration are just fine as they are, but if you wanted to reverse the direction or make the animation faster or slower, you do that here. Now we move down to easing. This dropdown gives you options on how you like the animation on the action to be played in your experience, very similar to animation curves. Now there are 4 options here: ease in, out, ease in, ease out, and linear. Ease in and out. This will ease into the action and ease out of the action, meaning it will start slow, ramp up speed in the middle, and then slow down as the action reaches the end point. Ease in. This option will ease into the action and accelerate towards the end, meaning it'll start off slow and speed up towards the end. Ease out. This option will accelerate into the action and ease out or slow down as it reaches the end of the action. Use this option if you're working on an experience that needs to feel responsive. Lastly, we have linear. This option maintains the same speed from start to finish. You want to use this if you plan on looping an action in a consistent, constant loop. Since we want our action to respond quickly to a tap, we'll be using the ease out option. Below easing, we have options for play count. You can increase or decrease this number depending on how many times you want that action to play. Delay here will add delay, counted in seconds, to the start of the action, and could be helpful when timing out actions with other behaviors. The infinite box will tell Aero to play that action forever. So if we select it, the star will spin infinitely. We don't want that, so let's not select it. The back and forth box will ping pong the action back and forth, but make sure you change the play count to 2 if you want to select this option. Now, let's preview this action by going to the preview mode and tapping on the button. There we go, the star spins. So let's do something a little more complicated now. Go back to the edit mode and let's show the square frame by clicking the eye icon here in the scene graph. And let's select the square frame. Come down into the behavior builder and let's add an aim action by clicking the plus icon and selecting aim. This action will cause the object to always aim towards a set target. That target could be anything, but for this tutorial, we'll make it the camera. Now select the billboard option. This will lock the X and Z axis so that the frame will only aim around the Y axis, like a billboard you might see driving down the freeway. Keep transition checked so there is a smooth blend into the action, but change the duration to 10 seconds. Now, let's check this out in preview mode. As you can see, once we tap on the button and the trigger fires, the frame aims at us, the camera, for 10 seconds. So let's exit out of preview mode and go back into the edit mode for our last action, the follow action. So unhide the knot in the scene graph and select it. Then add the follow action down here under the tap trigger. Now, follow is interesting because it can follow any asset in the scene, including the user camera. So let's select camera as our follow target. The distance between is how close the object will get to the target. This is so the object doesn't just come right into the screen and cover the whole screen. Let's set ours to 20 centimeters since the scene is pretty small. Change the duration to 10 seconds. Easing should be set to linear. Now, let's see how this all works out by viewing it in the preview mode. Once we tap the button, we should see the star spin, the frame aim towards the camera, and the knot follow us around. Pretty cool stuff. In the next tutorial, we'll put all this stuff together and we'll have a butterfly follow us around.